Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Grill and Bar and Maeve's Bar Sligo.
How long has it been since I joined you for a drink on this?
Good while.
Do you remember at
Well,
the
I've been
start?
giving you drinks, but you don't drink them. You leave half it behind you like an idiot.
Yeah, but remember at the start of the podcast, we I think you're still in our bio when you look up Kendy Raybo on Google. It says,
Drinking
lads,
beers.
sometimes we have beers. Yeah,
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And I haven't had them in ages, but I just decided today is the day.
It's nice to have you back.
It's January, Ray.
It is.
It's
Time
the
for a
day when
drink.
everyone else is dry except for musicians. You know, any crack? No, any old news or
yeah.
What are you doing?
I do look at my notes.
Are you distracted or something?
No, I look at my notes. It probably looks like I'm on Facebook or something.
Yeah, but can you not just look at me for the first couple of minutes?
Okay,
Sorry, I never turned off our big faces. Hang on, let's turn off our big faces.
I don't know. We'll be on the big screen here now. And cheers to the new year.
Cheers to the new year, even though we did one last week.
This is 229, folks. I'm back into calling episodes.
Lovely. Thanks God, Ray, because I'd hate for that to change. Any on news? No, the January is the month of Netflix, I've noticed.
Oh.
And everyone's watching that bastard joke, Fool Me Once. Did you watch that?
I did.
Did you watch it?
Did you watch it?
I did watch all of it, yeah.
Yeah.
We won't do spoilers
But
now.
Michelle
right?
Keegan looked fierce tired the whole way through.
Tired?
Oh, she was...
Can I talk to you about fucking Netflix for a minute? Tired my back passage, Ray.
She looked very wrecked.
Wrecked!
She like that warmed up.
Ray, I want you to tell me this now. If that was real life, if Fool Me Once was real life, okay,
yeah.
do you think that the person going around trying to figure out what's going on would be going around in all designer clothes? So let's say Michelle Keegan, right? She has PTSD.
Yes.
She lost her sister. We're not going to blow the whole thing wide open here. Lost her sister, her husband. She's trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
They don't show you the scene. But there is a scene
but
every morning where she gets ready, dolled up to the nines, puts on lovely clothes.
She looks wrecked.
If that was me, I'd be dressed like this going out trying to find out, like a tracksuit.
She looks absolutely wrecked.
What do you mean she looks wrecked? She looks beautiful.
The whole way through the show, other characters are saying, geez, you look like death warmed up.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't.
Yeah, geez, you look tired, Michelle.
If that's what tired looks like, I look like a sack of shit. She's beautiful. Dolled up to the nines.
I thought she looked cat. Yeah. And as well, one thing I did notice is when they do a little shot of her when she's in the army helicopter, back in the flashback scene, she has the nails all done up to the nines.
She's everything done up. The only
she
thing
has full lacquers on.
The only thing she doesn't have on is the eyeshadow. She's still make-upped up to the gills, like.
She is.
I just found it a bit like, I love the show and I believe the show and all that crack, but when you see someone looking like that's going around trying to, you're like, you had the time this morning amongst all of this to get yourself.
There's a lot of problems with this show, and you'll have to watch it now to see them.
There's a lot of problems with this show.
Yes.
Now,
besides Michelle Keegan looking so tired all the time.
Can I just say as well, Michelle Keegan, Christ above all, what a beautiful woman that woman is.
I didn't see much of that.
You didn't see her at all, Ray? You just saw the...
No, Laura told me now she was looking well.
And you said, oh, is she?
I said I couldn't tell you.
When does this stop?
I don't know.
When does all this bullshit stop?
I like it though. It's good.
It's not good, Ray.
No, it's healthy.
It's not good for you.
Yeah,
it's healthy for a man to enjoy an arse. You know what I mean?
I didn't see any arse.
It's healthy, Ray. It's healthy.
Yeah.
And it's healthy to tell them that as well. Oh, look at you, what? Oh, like that's healthy,
When
Ray.
did you start doing that?
I started doing that when I was 14.
14, so you said, look, Nicola, if you want to be with this, you have to be okay with me complimenting everything that moves the rest of your life.
Because it's important for women to realise that they're not the be-all and end-all. That's not the right way to put it. Let me figure this out now. Let me figure this out properly. It's important to know that, like, let's say if Nicholas says to Kendy, I think you're beautiful.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I'm the only one that's beautiful in the world. There's loads of other good-looking men. Not as good-looking as me, obviously.
In fairness, I am. We'll go on to another film, but I have many times complimented men and said, look at him, isn't he class?
Yeah, because we're not the only people that you're physically attracted to.
You might have heard my... there a minute ago.
Yeah, that's actually the sound he makes when they're both attracted to each other.
I just remembered there, when we were over in Manchester, right, at New Year's, didn't the drummer on the band that Marie was musically directing, his name was Florin. He was from Germany. And when my Laura seen him, she went all aflutter.
No.
She said, isn't he lovely?
Yeah.
And I looked over him and he was, in fairness, an absolute savage specimen of a young gentleman.
He was lovely.
He was absolutely lovely, and German, no more than herself.
So are you allowed... Oh yeah, German amongst yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, what's you on about? Yeah. Are you allowed then to do the same thing? If you go, whoa,
no,
look at that woman.
No, what I say is I can't see anything.
Yeah, but that's, Ray, lies make baby Jesus cry.
Is that what happens? That's the name of the episode.
That's from a film, I think, that line. The lies make baby Jesus cry. So there's no point though. Like, I'm not saying be a prick. I'm not saying to you be a prick. But if Nicola says to me, look at that gentleman, I mean, I go, yeah. Like, I'm not the only one. Like, we're realists too. But it doesn't change the fact that we're the ones that are compatible though. Because there's far more that goes on beyond the naked eye. And I'd love to see all naked. But, I mean, there's far more that goes beyond that, Ray.
You're right.
I have a big, massive, throbbing, veiny heart. And that goes a long way.
It's a long way. You have a lot of love to give.
I have a lot of love to give, Ray. About 9 inches. You know?
Could you be compatible with Michelle Keegan if you met her?
Would I be compatible with Michelle Keegan if I met her? This is the God's honest truth. I'm telling you the God's honest truth now. Michelle Keegan is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful woman.
She is.
I can guarantee you, I know by her fella that she's married to, that me and her would not be compatible. And that's not to say, obviously she's not going to like me, look at the head in me.
Yeah.
But let's say if she did, what I mean is that I genuinely wouldn't be interested in her in that way. And I mean that genuinely.
So if you were hanging around with her, you wouldn't be interested in Michelle Keegan?
I can only imagine now that I would have nothing in common with this woman. Do you know what I mean?
Apparently she's very good crack.
She could be good crack and all, but I think I'd end up going, yeah, okay. You know, because it goes well beyond that, Ray, as well, you know. It's not all about the face on you, Ray.
I do.
There's a lot more that goes on underneath the clothes. And that's not even a sexual thing either. Underneath your skin, Ray. That's where the real love comes from. You know?
Sorry, I'm looking at one of Brendan's bits there, and one of the Brendan's bits.
Yeah.
New research shows that over 50% of women have a backup partner if their current relationship fails.
I mean, where are these conniving bitches?
So,
I knew it, by the way.
Over 50%. So you'd have to ask who is Nicola's and who is Laura's. Well, definitely I know Laura's now is clearly the drummer that she met over in Manchester with me.
Yeah, that's good actually.
So herself and Flora can go off and have a great feckin' life together.
I hope they do actually, if I'm being honest. I think that, like, I'd love to see a happy ending for Laura. Not a happy ending like you getting a masseuse. I mean,
who do you think Nicola's backup partner
that's a good, I don't know. See, I might be blind to it, you
Probably
see.
Sean O'Reilly.
Fuck off. Why are you saying that for, though?
Well, I mean, he's a better looking, better version than you.
Okay, sorry, what did I say to do? Yeah, fuck off. What are you saying that for?
I think no,
do you think it is? It's hard to know, you see, who her backup might be.
Dwayne.
So I've said that it could be Dwayne.
Could be Dwayne.
And she'd be falling into the arms of an absolute gentleman if she did now. I'd nearly accept that. If I'm on death's door.
If you had to pick between Sean and if you
yeah,
know,
Dwayne.
you know,
I'm not letting her, and all due respect to Dwayne, obviously, I'm not letting her fall into the arms of Sean to give her a great life for the rest of her life.
That's what he'd do.
Yeah, it's bastards. No.
Anyway, aside from that,
yeah.
Back to Michelle Keegan.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah. Did you the problems you found with the show?
The problems, there
was
loads.
an Irish lad.
Yeah.
His name is Shane.
Yeah.
And for the whole way through the show...
Careful now, but yeah, okay.
I just didn't understand what was going on.
I said to Nicola before she watched this, there's a lot going on and a lot of it just doesn't get tied up.
Yeah, there's a friend as well, her best friend.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Now, I love your man Harlan Coben though.
Oh,
the day before that show came out, I said to Nicola, I'd love another Harlan Coben show.
And out it came.
Out it came.
Wow.
I said, well, fool me once. That's because you're fucking...
come here, another thing.
Go on.
After we finished Fool Me Once,
yeah,
we watched The Saltburn.
Okay. Nicola texted me this morning, said we're watching Saltburn.
You have to. The problem
isn't that your man who puts the salt onto the over the shoulder from Turkey?
He's Geronimo or something.
Geronimo, man, the salt bit.
No,
that was shite chuck.
My problem with Saltburn was all the ads made it out to look like the most randomest feckin' film you'd ever watched.
I haven't seen anything of it.
Oh yeah, well the ads would put you off.
Okay.
Because you're looking at the ads going, what in the name of shite is this?
Yeah.
And then you watch it, and it's actually not a bad wee film.
Okay.
But you do feel shit about yourself at the end.
Oh, I don't like that.
No, you don't feel good about yourself.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing about the Michelle Keegan Fool Me Once show.
Right.
The ending of the film makes no sense emotionally.
No.
And I don't want to give away why it doesn't. But all I'd say, this mightn't give it away. You can decide after I say it.
Yeah, it might beep or not beep.
If you're a parent, it's not realistic. That's it.
I'm with you.
It's just no way it would happen.
Not a hope.
Not a hope would it happen if you were a parent.
No.
Not, yeah. So that's the part that really annoyed me about the film.
Well, in Saltburn, the thing that makes you feel bad is the absolute size of his todger.
What? Is that the scene?
The scene.
No wonder Nicola said... Nicola texted me and said...
I didn't know what this was going to be at all.
She's never texted me and said, do you want to watch something?
No,
ever.
I would watch it.
And now she's saying, I want to watch this because there's a big, massive, throbbing, veiny, triumphant old, hairy
dancing Mickey.
What the fuck, man? Is he doing a two-step? How many legs has
he is doing a two-step and it is actively taking part.
Go away.
It's unbelievable.
The big tripod on him. So...
I'm surprised the man can walk straight at all and he doesn't tip over the weight of it.
And do they show full hang?
What? Oh, full flopping hang.
That's disgusting. What happened to the days of the American Pie films? When all you seen was a Diddy. There wasn't a Mickey in sight back in the 90s, Ray. And we were all happier for us.
No,
now all of a sudden we live in this big woke universe where fellas whipping around his dancing laddie around the... It's not right, Ray. It shows you where the world has gone wrong.
And
that people like me and you have to sit down and watch this big, veiny, triumphant...
And he's also given farmers up and down the country a reason to be out in the fields.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something there.
What?
He's also given farmers a big up... No, okay. What do you mean?
No, he has sex with a grave at one point.
What the fuck, man?
He
6
whips
foot
the
under
young
job.
fella out.
6 inches under.
6 inches under.
Right.
Yeah, that's what he ends up doing, yeah. Oh, he throws it into a grave, which is sacrilegious if you ask me.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
when they talked about it, that he was doing it with his clothes on.
Apparently he was
And
dead horny.
He said, you know something? It's not working with your clothes on. Take off your clothes. See
He
what
was
happens
dry
there.
humping the ground.
Not dry humping. He was fully inside in the ground. I'd be surprised.
He was
now.
at one with the earth.
And I haven't seen the end of the film. I've no doubt in my mind that he was hitting the coffin down below.
What the fuck, man? Was he knocking on us? Hello?
Hello.
Come here. I don't know anything about this film, but you're telling me Nicola's asking
But
to
those
watch
two
this.
things that I've said to you, that wouldn't encourage you to watch a film.
I don't want to see this big, massive, your man with a Pringle tin down his pants.
And
I'm
there's
no
another
interest
thing.
in
He
it.
gets into a bath where some fella had enjoyed himself, pulled the stomach of himself, and he licks it all up. It's all burn.
Ray,
Yes, you will, Brendan. You'll watch it and you'll like it. Because it is actually quite a very good film.
that is, again, I know I'm being the prick here now. But I'm not playing a character when I say this. What happened? What happened
It's a good old movie. But you see, that's...
to the owl Diddy? Like, what happened to the simple owl Diddy? You'd watch American Pie when you were a child. There was an owl Diddy.
I don't even think there's a Diddy in this.
Ray, I'm fucking going to get sick now in a second if you keep telling me stuff like this. There isn't even a Diddy in this.
I don't think there's a Diddy
So
in
you're
this.
telling me your man is hanging.
Yeah?
He's thrown it out there for everyone to see.
Yes, he does.
And it's not even wrapped up in a Diddy.
No, there's no Diddy's anywhere nearby. He's on his own in the house.
Is there a woman in it with a cheek? Is there a cheek?
No.
Female cheek?
Oh, there might be a bit of cheek, but I wouldn't have seen it.
Even in Oppenheimer. Do you know?
There was, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was a Diddy in Oppenheimer.
There was, yeah.
Just to keep, because in fairness to Oppenheimer, right? They knew this is a 3.5 hour film. There isn't a notion of a fella sitting down without seeing a Diddy at least an hour and 50 minutes in.
No.
So they threw it in. They
now-
said, we better throw a Diddy in here just to wake them up again.
Talking Diddy.
The talking Diddy.
But come here, now that I've given you these few little facts from the film, would you be inclined to watch it now? Do you want to see what it's all about?
I do not want to see this fella, man.
You need to see it.
I bet you it looks like an anaconda eating a basketball.
Outside
I don't
those, yeah.
fucking want to see it.
Outside of those three things,
Yeah.
it's actually a really, really good film.
But you're not telling me what the good stuff is.
I can't, because that's what you have to watch it for.
So you're just telling me the misery.
Well, that's the...
And it is misery.
What? Him dancing triumphantly through a house with a big veiny old trobby old Mickey on it?
Yeah, because then, do you know what I mean? Like, let's say then me and
Have
Nicola...
you never done that?
Yeah, but then let's say Nicola then goes, do you know what, that's after, I enjoyed that film. I'd
Right.
love to go up now and enjoy something
Yeah.
upstairs.
That you're probably going to that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and then
it's the
she's...
sort of film that makes women...
No, and then I go up then, man, and she's going...
And the room goes dark.
Yeah,
And
no.
only because she turned off the light.
Yeah, because she turned off the light. And then she forgot. It's all about perspective, So then she forgot then.
Let's see what you could have had.
Yeah, but she's like, I actually forgot that it was this size.
Yeah.
And then she's like, that's a bit shit. Maybe I might try and find Salt Bay or whatever his name
And then
is.
she starts thinking about Dwayne.
And then that's where it starts.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm getting suffocated by a pillar. And all of a sudden I'm gone then.
Yeah.
And all of this comes to fruition. It's all a big plan set up by Saltburn. I'm not watching this.
You have to
But
watch
it is the month. It is
I'm
the month.
asking you, in episode 229, I want to come back for 2:30. Big celebration at 2:30, and I want you to tell me, what did you think? And I think there'll be good crack in it.
Okay, I'll try.
Because we're missing that. Like, if you
For
had seen it
educational
now, me and you
purposes.
could have done a lovely review of it, and that's wasted this week. Now we haven't got it.
I don't even know what it is, but now, you
Now
haven't
you'll
sold
find
it to
out,
me.
yeah.
But it is the month of people sitting down watching shite.
Oh, yes. What else would you be at?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a fair miserable, would you not just go out for a pint? Anyone? No.
Or I couldn't go for a pint because I had to cough.
What do you mean?
I had an old cough.
Oh, did you get the chesty cough?
I had a chesty
My
cough now
daughter
last
bet
week.
with it.
Is she?
Oh, she bet with it,
Nothing-
Ray, but I gave it to her.
Did you?
I did.
It's where your chest is actually like, it's like a donkey's carpet. Like.
Yeah. And I mean, you're not over it, no?
I'm a little bit over now. That's why I'm able to have this Guinness with you here
Do you know
tonight.
what's amazing now? Along with vaccine skepticism, turns out the flu vaccine works very well, Ray. Who'd have thought it?
Why? Did you get a few? No.
I didn't get a flu vaccine.
Right, and now that serves you right.
Me and Ali got sick as a plane to Lourdes.
And did Nicola get a
Nicola got a flu vaccine.
And she's sound?
Not a bother on her.
Right.
So you tell me the vaccines don't work now.
Yeah, but you're probably growing on the third nipple or something at the same time. Like.
No, she is, you mean. I rage. You know what? I'd be up for it.
Yeah.
If you told me that Nicola was going to get a vaccine and one of the side effects was that she grew a third tit, I'd say, do you know what? Bring it on.
But what would you need a third one for? She
Well, it's
got
not
two
that,
good
it's
ones
just-
there already.
Yeah, she has two great ditties, Ray.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that, Ray. Excuse me now.
You're really putting down her current.
I'm not at all, Ray. I'm not at all. Do you know what?
But you're saying you want a third one.
I'm taking umbrage with that. Is that the word? Is
you
it?
can take as much umbrage as you want.
What I'm
it's a
saying
lovely
to you
town
is,
in Essex.
See, what I'm saying to you is, Ray, Nicola's a lovely pair of titties. 16 years I've been looking at them titties. I'm just saying, if something decided now we're going to throw a little spanner in the
What
works.
age are you?
I'm 31. Am I 32?
But why? This whole you and Nicola have been together for 14 years. It seems to never grow. You've always been together 14 years.
I said 16.
You see,
Yeah, but I wanted to look at her titties when she was 14.
what?
Do you know what I mean? When we were at that age, she wanted to show me her ditties.
Right.
We were 24 before I saw her ditty.
You're wearing really baggy jumpers. up and down.
24-year-old, mate.
Yeah.
She finally said to me, have a look at me, ditty.
Have a look
and
at
she
these.
just took out one of them.
Yeah, okay.
And she said, that'll do you now for a
And
couple
here
of
you
years.
are now, age 31 or 32, one or the other.
Yeah.
And what are you? 31 or 32?
31.
Are you 32?
I haven't a clue.
October, you had your birthday. What birthday was it?
I'm not even messing when I tell you I don't know.
You don't. What year were you born?
I think it's 31. 1991.
1991. You were 32, my friend.
Am I? I'm going to be sick if I'm 32, you know.
If you're
Because
32.
I didn't think I was 32.
Well, that means then you've been looking at those ditties for 18 years.
No, I've been looking at them for... No, she only showed me when she was 24. Show me one ditty.
Why do you want a third one all of a sudden?
Just to... You know what I mean? Just to spice it up a bit, like.
You know, live Brendan's bits, the Wolf Tones maybe representing Ireland in Eurovision. I just thought you might get a bit of crack.
Okay, so Brendan has just told us a live update as we sit here. The Wolf Tones might be representing Ireland in the Eurovision.
And what about it?
No, I think go ahead with this. It's
Yeah.
better than fucking
There's
Justin the
definitely,
Kendy.
I have to say, as the Eurovision is a very inclusive, open
Yeah. Yeah.
competition, and it's lovely to see
I think, yeah.
a band like that going in.
I think
yeah.
it might be the only act that's not from the LGBTQ community, actually.
Yeah,
to be honest,
absolutely,
that's a fucking truth, though, isn't it? The Wolf Tones, but they'll have to adapt something, so
yeah.
they'll be wearing like a pink fucking...
Why are we always sending novelty acts?
They're... Wow. Oh, wow. Well, I never
It'll
read.
be not. They'll be as much. They'll be nearly like Lordy to the crowd in Europe. They'll be looking at these lads, going, "What is this?"
Hard rock, hallelujah.
Yeah,
So, the Lordy are a class band.
yeah, but they're kind of novelty.
Yeah, they are a little bit novelty.
But the
But
Wolf
we
Tones
sent
will
a
be just as
fucking...
novelty.
We sent a puppet turkey.
We sent a puppet. That was the
And
worst
we
thing
sent-
Ireland ever did.
No, the worst thing Ireland ever did was send Jedward.
No, I didn't mind Jedward.
What are you talking about?
So
It
one
was
of them
terrible.
looked exactly the same as the other. It was marvellous.
So you thought you were like going cross-eyed.
I was just going, look,
No,
there's two of them.
And then last year, we all know what happened last year.
What happened
you know?
last year?
Well, they sent that band. What were they called again?
Oh, the ones that wouldn't play in
The
Castlereagh.
ones that wouldn't play. No, not in Castlereagh.
Ballygar.
In Ballygar, yeah.
Wild Youth.
Wild Youth. They sent
Funny.
Wild Youth.
It's amazing how you haven't heard from Wild Youth now since.
But sure, you
Ballygar
can't...
be the end of them.
No, but Ballygar is the be all and end all. I'll tell you that much now. If you mess with the people in Ballygar. No, I think send the Wolf Tones and bring it back to the old days of the Eurovision. And now, I told you this last year. I loved the Eurovision.
But the old days is Johnny's Logan and
But I'm not
ABBA
saying I'm
and
not saying bring those people back. But what I mean
Bucks
is
Fizz.
bring out a songwriter and a lovely song.
Yeah, but the Wolf Tones are not the right choice and so.
Tell them come out and say
The
come
Wolf
out. You.
Tones are going to come out you black and tans, come and fight me like a man.
Yeah.
Is that their song?
That is their song.
Is
Well,
it?
I mean, I don't know if they wrote that.
No, they play it.
That's the great thing about Irish music, by the way, is that you never know who wrote a song or
Unless
didn't write
it's
a
Christy
song.
Moore
And
you're
you know why?
listening to.
Because we couldn't fucking read or write. Back.
Okay.
So people just sang songs, and then someone said, "Tell me that song again," and now that's why you can never tell who wrote any song in Ireland.
Yeah, but Christy Moore would always tell you.
Christy Moore will tell you he got it from someone. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they wrote it.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
I
But
heard
that's
this
the yeah.
from a man in
I heard
pub.
this from a blind midget. He jumped out of a hedge
I
one
was
day.
playing in a pub in Shannon, and as I went out for a piss, a blind midget came out from a hedge.
Came on and went, wow! He said, I got it. He told me
Here's
a
a
song.
song for you.
No.
He taught me it there and then.
Yeah, and then I've been playing it ever since. But that's the great thing about Irish music. Like, again, not to bring them up all the time because I know that you hate them. You've made it very clear that you hate them. You said they're the worst band in the country. The Mary Wallopers.
I never said that.
You said that they're the worst load of shite you've ever heard in your
Why
life.
are you putting words in my mouth?
That's exactly what you said.
It isn't what I said.
You said you actually think it's disgusting that stuff like that gets played. I love them. I love the Mary Wallopers.
I'd like to officially say that I had never said and his laughing there now was further proof that I didn't say that.
Right, that's what he said.
I heard it.
That's what he said now anyway.
Oh,
no, he did not.
Libelous defamation bastards.
No, you said so. You said, do you know what? If every one of them would, I'd love to put them on a boat out into the ocean. You said something along those lines. I can't remember fully, Ray, what you said. Like, I'm not going to remember everything you ever said. I love.
Was it on an
Wallopers.
episode?
It was on an episode.
Oh, we'll have to go back and play that now for next week.
Shite. I think what you actually said was, Ara.
What did you?
That's what you said.
Kind of, yeah, just not. I
Yeah.
wouldn't go see them.
No, I go see them all the time.
Although
I'd love them.
I heard that it's a good gig.
What was I going to say again? Oh yeah, they do songs on their albums, and I can't find out if they wrote them or not because they do covers on the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the perfect idea of this Irish tradition of songwriting is that it's hard to trace back where it actually started.
You like tracing back them old songs.
I love tracing back the songs.
Yeah.
I love finding out where they came from, and I love the stories. No one tells stories like Irish people in songs. Unbelievable. Go on.
Speaking of Irish performers,
Yeah.
in the Wolf Tones,
Yeah.
as you're aware, and I think we can announce it now. A good
Yes.
friend of the podcast, Sean Riley,
Yeah.
has begun playing the drums with none other than Nathan Carter
Nathan Carty.
and his band, right? Nathan Carter.
No, it's the best thing ever, and no better man in the country, genuinely, to get a big gig like that.
Big gig, and
It's exactly up his alley.
it's right up his alley. He's with them now about 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Right. Which has been marvelous for us as a married couple because he's been away a lot.
Yeah, you
So
don't know yourselves.
It's great to get the house to ourselves. But Sean's flying with them anyway, and he played in the Radisson here in Sligo at Christmas time.
Yeah, when I was dying with the flus.
Yes, and
yeah.
myself and Laura and Laura's mammy
Yeah.
and Sean's brother went to see Sean play with Nathan Carter.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've seen him with the band.
Yeah.
And he was mighty. And in fairness, the show is flawless.
He's playing the tambourine.
He's playing tambourine.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's playing the full
it's a very
drums.
limited percussion role.
Yeah, he's
But the
getting
band-
there.
He's getting there. He knows most of the songs.
I gotta get there with
Yeah.
it a bit like.
The main thing is, though, as we were leaving, they have a huge merchandise stand at the back of the hall. To buy anything you want with Nathan Carter's face in it, you'll get it.
It's a big thing in the country scene.
Big thing. So myself and Laura bought a kind of a half-naked calendar of Nathan Carter.
That is a great idea. Should we do one?
Well, no. I don't think we need to do. No way.
I'd love to do that.
If we go down the road of a half-naked calendar, me and you have to spend 6 months in the gym.
No, we don't.
Well,
It's a real man's calendar.
No, I can't have
We
the
can't-
cheeks out there like that.
Hang on now. We can't all look like those fake bodies you see. You know those PTs? Sorry, I don't want to get on to PTs now. Can I just say this real quick? And I mean this with the utmost respect.
You don't, though.
I know, I do. I know a lot of PTs, and it's not the ones I know. My TikTok, that's the other thing about January. My TikTok is full of all these PTs now because...
Male or female?
No, male.
Okay.
Because TikTok, no. It's January. All these fat fellas
Yeah.
are going to think about getting in shape.
How come I haven't seen a single PT?
You know, like
Male or
sometimes,
female?
You know, sometimes TikTok kind of gives up.
Oh, right, okay, that's what's happening there.
can't-
Maybe because my TikTok is the business TikTok.
They can't
so maybe
beat the
they're
same
not.
drum.
They're not going to be. The podcast doesn't need.
Yeah,
a
they're
PT.
saying it's none of this fella's business
Yeah.
in the gym at all.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I just want to say one thing to Irish PTs out there. That you need to develop some kind of a dynamic range in your selling skills.
Right.
You can't just be like, were you told your whole life that you need to be on a calorie deficit? Well, that's not true. Just follow me for 6 weeks. And, or you know the ones that are doing food now?
Yeah.
They're all like really simple, crispy chicken.
Are you saying they don't have much of a personality?
I just think add a little bit of dynamic range into
Well, maybe
your
they don't have
marketing
it. Maybe
skills.
they're just very good at PTing.
So, and it means that all they do is talk with their hands then.
Oh yeah. Dynamic range.
Ray, this is me selling to you. You're looking at your phone. I'm
Yeah.
the phone now.
Yeah.
Did they tell you in the gym that cardio was the way to lose weight? I'm PT Darren here. I'm just here to tell you that cardio for 2 hours a day, actually you're better off
Stop.
if you lift
I've-
100
I-
kg
no, I
for
flicked-
2 hours a day.
I flicked on there now. I'm not listening anymore.
That's the problem. We need to, like, I'd love to, this is my perfect PT. if you're ever going to get me to do anything, I want to be scrolling through TikTok, scrolling, and all of a sudden this fella just comes on and goes, "Shut up!"
Right.
Kendy, you're fat as shit, right? Now, we are going to have a bit of crack when we're doing this, right? And we are, I'm telling you the truth now, every 2 weeks we'll go for a pint or whatever. We might do a bit of five-a-side football as well. But I promise I can get you into shape. Right? I've done all my stuff. I got me level 7, I got me level 8 and all. Don't even worry about that shit. Let's just go to the gym together, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. Rather than a fella saying, "Did you do cardio and run down the road and you didn't lose any weight? Did you wonder why?" Like, these fucking, you know.
I'd like to see a PT community games type thing where the local PTs
we
actually
PT them against each other.
PT them, and then the best PT win all the people.
Savage.
Because what's the point in going to the PT this shit?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're dead right. And then he gets all the clients and a monopoly on the business.
On the business.
Yeah.
Charge what he like.
And then,
you can go for the lesser PT, but you know that you're not getting...
You're not getting the full schmutz.
But but he has to charge accordingly.
They all have different ideas of what they think makes you fit.
Yeah, it seems there isn't a consensus on what makes you fit.
I had a friend who studied nutrition. So he studied all that PT stuff and then ended up studying nutrition.
Did he?
And he said Irish people are thick as shit.
Oh,
right?
With the nutrition.
And he said they're thick as shit, and he said he couldn't be dealing with clients anymore because his head was about to burst. He was getting stupid text messages all day. One day, a fella said to him, "Am I okay to drink Coke Zero?" Mm-hmm. And he said to him, "I don't know what is in Coke Zero, but I certainly know that it's not going to make you any fatter or there's no sugar in it or all that stuff.
Yeah.
So don't be worrying. If you're going to drink something, drink Coke Zero."
Yeah.
And your man texts him back, "Can I put ice in it?" That's true.
Can I ask you a PT question?
And he was like, "Yeah, but that's not. What would that make a difference to your weight? Like, you're not going to eat the ice cubes and they just sit in your belly, like."
Well, maybe they react with the Coke Zero.
Christ almighty.
Should I eat? The Cadbury's chocolate bars? You know the little Cadbury's Dairy Milk chocolate bars you get. There's like a small one, normal one you get like beside the cash register, and then there's a bigger one.
Well, it's called family sized.
The family size.
And you are.
Can I? Is it a problem? It's a bit hurtful. Is it bad that I eat a family size bar of that a day?
Oh my God, above. Do you?
Yeah, I did until yesterday when I switched to dark chocolate.
Oh yeah, but that's another thing.
And you can't eat family size dark chocolate. You can eat 2 bits, and that's about the height of it.
Yeah, because it's rotten.
Rotten.
That's the other thing as well, by the way. These PT and nutritionist people, all right, cop on to yourself, okay?
Right.
Because you're telling me there is good substitutions for all the stuff. Don't eat milk chocolate. Eat this dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's fucking miserable. Dark chocolate is miserable.
I'm already sad myself.
God is the cruelest. Or Christian God above.
Careful now.
Is the cruelest of all.
I don't think so. I don't think we need to be saying that.
He is.
No, stop it.
I'll explain
I'll
why.
not have you saying that because if he does listen to the podcast, I just don't want him taking a step against us.
He doesn't have Wi-Fi up there. They don't.
He created Wi-Fi.
He did not create.
On the 5th day, it clearly says it in the Bible.
He did
and
not.
on the 5th day, he created.
And Wi-Fi was created.
And he created other things like chairs and those biscuits with the chocolate on top.
That's the 3 things that the biggest things.
3 of the things he did that particular day. And then on the Sunday,
Let me explain. God is the cruelest of all. Why have you forsaken us, Almighty?
We're not going to agree on you calling God cruel. Not have it.
But when you hear me out, then when you hear me out,
take it back.
I'll take it back if you prove me wrong in a minute. What was I saying?
Me and God versus you.
What was I saying though before this? Now you have to fucking.
God has meant to forget.
No. Oh yeah. That's what it is.
Brendan, stop
God is the crueler. Yo, why, God? Why have you forsaken us? Do you know why, Ray? He made everything that's lovely bad for you. Everything. Alcohol, smoking fags, chocolate,
right,
crisps, and everything that's rotten, lettuce, rabbit food, right? Fucking, I don't even know what it is, kale. I thought that was a fucking college in America. Kale.
Yeah.
All that is all rotten.
Apparently broccoli.
So all these people, all these fucking PTs and these nutrition people in January who come up on Kendy's TikTok, right, try to make it feel like a fat shit. Yeah. They all come on and they're like, "Oh, I'm making all these turkey burgers," and I'm like, "They're fucking
turkey burgers are lovely.
They're rotten."
I'm only after discovering them.
Yeah, but
that's you proved wrong.
Do you know what I discovered about them?
Lovely.
Do you know what I discovered about them? You have to go and get McDonald's curry that's full of sugar and salt.
No, you don't. You can have them on their own.
No, the puck. Eat them every day. Eat them every day and tell me how you feel.
I eat them 2-3 days a week now.
They're puck.
Sean was into them, and then I said, "I'm going to try these turkey burgers."
How long have you been eating them for?
I've been eating them now for about 2 months.
Oh, shit. That might be the longest anyone's ever ate turkey burgers.
No, not every day, but most days of the week I've been having a turkey burger.
That is the longest anyone's ever ate that bollocks.
No, it's not. Your Sean's been eating them for about 3 years.
What's quinoa?
Quinoa is some sort of a kind of a ricey stuff.
Yeah, that's another one that they're like...
That's nice.
Oh, I don't know. I just think, like... I'd love if there was a fella who genuinely came on and he said...
Pears?
He said, you won't believe this.
What about
a man's
pear
coming up with a
slices?
pasta carbonara that's good for you.
What about pear slices?
That's sick.
They're
pear
lovely.
slices is
Yeah.
rotten.
A little bit of peach.
Look at you being the voice of reason, man. The head in you.
Poutine.
Poutine's lovely.
But it's not good for you.
It's not good for you. You go blind if you make it wrong.
Some people died.
Yeah, if you make it wrong, you go blind. Ray.
okay.
But now do you agree with me?
Yeah, okay.
The
No, I'm not-
almighty Lord above us, you're as crude.
No, he's
Strike
not
me
crude.
down if I'm telling the lie,
Careful
Lord.
now, Jaxie. Don't be getting...
Don't be angering him now.
be
Jesus,
angering
I'll
these
fucking be like a
guys
bull.
love- yeah.
No, it's just mad. Isn't it funny though that's like life has to be hard in order for it to be worth it. Life has to be hard in order for it to be worth it. Because we'd all just be healthy bastards then.
But that
you
gives-
have to be willing
that
to
gives
work.
you meaning.
It does, of course, but what I'm meaning right now is I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
The Lord said
You're
to
probably
me,
missing a drop of meaning then, so...
316,
Do you find yourself unhappy?
like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's dietary as well, you know.
you see, so the things you're thinking are good for you, that you think they're bad for you, that's, it could well be that you're...
Yeah.
Everybody's
So,
right and you're wrong.
Not only does chocolate make me fat, it also
Yeah.
makes me miserable
It
as
does
well.
make you miserable. That's why I've switched over.
I get these spikes like I'm at right now where I'm absolutely buzzing because I ate 2 Dairy Milks out of the Heroes box.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
get this spike now. In an hour's time,
And a wee
going
bit of Guinness.
In an hour's time, I'm going to be like, I might just run away.
You're going to hate yourself and watching
this
Saltburn,
family.
looking at some lad with way more
Big,
talent than
massive,
you are.
old, trabbit, old schlang. And I'm going, do you know what? This isn't worth it, man. And I'd be hitchhiking down the road trying to get as far to Australia as I can going. I'm not doing this Tally and Nickel anymore. They deserve better. That's what happens, Ray.
And Dwayne.
And but it is, it's kind of January is a funny month, Ray. I know we started with this actually. We literally started the episode with this. January is a funny month because it does make you think about your situation because you have time just to settle down. All the crack is gone. You've left family
It's a
behind.
fresh start.
It is a fresh start.
You change the sheets in the bed.
It's supposed
You
I haven't
wash
yet
the
now.
towel.
Nicola went on a cleaning spree that drove me up the wall.
What was wrong with it?
She was pulling and dragging out of everything.
But that's good. At least you have someone to do it for you.
Yeah, I know, but so does anyone else get this guilt? Even though she said it's all right. So Nicola said to me, sit down and watch the match. I'm going up to clean the bathroom upstairs. And I can't watch the match in peace then.
No, because your conscience is against you. Because I should be cleaning that.
She's
bathroom.
ruined the match for me. I think she's doing it on purpose.
She said that you hadn't cleaned the...
She's going, you relax there and enjoy the match.
Yeah.
I'm going to clean the jacks. And I say, you bitch. Why
Why would you do that to
Why
me?
would you do that to me?
Yeah.
And she also said to me, I'm going to bring Ali up with me. Like,
And you know something?
What a bitch.
There's absolutely no reason to be cleaning the bathroom at that exact time.
I know, she did it on purpose.
Yeah.
She took the child away from me, let me relax in the room, went up and cleaned. And like, that's borderline abusive.
I
Like.
have a similar experience that happened to me only yesterday.
All right, hang on now a minute. Everyone just steady up now for 1 second. Ray might be about to tell me about a minor quarrel that is in his head now
it
about his
wasn't.
significant
I had no
other.
quarrel. She was dead right. She was.
Hang on. Just before you, just tell me. Just tell me.
Yeah.
I am all ears.
I know, yeah. So me and Sean were sitting in the kitchen.
The
right?
original couple, yeah.
The original couple were sitting in the kitchen and we were just silent. Two of us were scrolling on our phones. I was looking for lighting profiles for an old light that was down in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre, which I wanted to get working.
Okay.
I was busy scrolling through the internet.
Yes.
And Sean was looking for hardware cases for his drums.
Okay.
We were sitting across from each other at the table and we were having a lovely Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Not speaking to each other, bar every now and again where he'd say something like, Jesus, it's getting cold out. Or something along the lines of that.
Can I just say, sorry, me and Nicola do that, but the only time we break the silence is when we're showing each other memes.
Yes,
we
or
still
that.
don't talk.
I would show maybe Sean something that I found. Oh, look at that drummer on drum.
And then, usually it's funny ones.
So that's
People
that. So
falling
me and
over.
Sean were having a lovely time. This went on for about 20 minutes. Laura came down and came upon myself and Sean. She came upon both of us. Because both of us were sitting there and she was surprised. She was like, what are you doing? Are you not talking? Are you doing something? And we were both like, no, we're just sitting in silence, enjoying each other's company, but not talking to each other.
That's love.
That is love. And then she said, well, if you're not busy, would you not hoover the sitting room? And I said,
What did you...
I said, no problem, Laura. I'll do that.
Yep.
So I stopped in the harmony and the loveliness that I was in with Sean. I stopped. And
Tranquility.
I hoovered the sitting room.
How did you feel after you did that?
I felt I could accomplish something. I felt that she had pointed out where I was gone wrong. I was obviously sitting there enjoying life as a man. Mm-hmm. And and she reminded me that, in fact, I have responsibilities in this world, and that there was several bits of popcorn and peanuts that Sean had dropped in the carpet in the living room that needed to be hoovered up.
Did you feel, Ray, when Laura said that? I'm thank you for opening up to me, by the way.
I'm just telling you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
No, and safe space.
Safe space.
Did you feel when Laura said that there might have been something vindictive behind us?
Absolutely not. She clearly seen that I had an opening in my schedule that I could have used for some household chores, domestic,
It's me, Ray.
experiences. Yep.
It's me. It's Mark that's here.
Yeah,
in
it's
front
Mark,
of you.
yeah.
I'm here for you.
Now, I suppose I could have sat a little while longer.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I probably could have sat a little while. But in fairness, I can't fault her. I mean, she was right. I had space in my diary. I could have done some hoovering. And I felt better after having done the hoovering.
Would you have enjoyed a couple more minutes with Sean in your...
Probably, yeah. I probably hadn't.
okay.
I wasn't finished at that point.
You weren't finished
and
yet.
I wasn't able to return to that tranquility.
It was gone.
Yeah.
That moment was
when
gone.
the hoover itself kind of put Sean off the space.
He was
and
gone
he
then.
ended up leaving and going sitting somewhere else in silence looking
How
at
did that make
silver
you feel
faces.
when you came back and he was no longer there and you realised that moment was...
Well, I suppose I didn't miss it up until now, but it's now reflecting back on it, I ended up going and doing other things then.
I'm really proud of you. You're really good. Okay, no, we're not finished.
I don't think there's anything to be talked about here.
When
I
you were
think Laura,
finished...
I have to commend Laura for spotting the fact that I had a gap in my schedule.
Okay, and after you then...
And you know what she could have done? She could have not told me that it needed hoovering. And she could have just held it against me in a vindictive kind of way.
Yeah.
And not been as nice to me.
Do you feel
She's
like...
not like that.
Yeah, but do you...
She'd tell me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she has told you. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I
Victims come in all shapes and sizes.
I wish you had that same, loving relationship with your wife. Where Nicola would have said to you, rather than saying, I'm going up cleaning the jacks and I'm bringing Ali with me,
Yeah.
she should have said, look would you ever go up and clean the toilet?
No, she wouldn't.
And bring Ali with you.
Well, the great thing about mine and Nicola's relationship, as abnormal as it may seem to the outside world, is that she would not let me do that.
Because you would make a hames of it.
So I used to do this thing in college. I might have told you this before.
You do things badly.
Yeah. So my housemates in college used to get mad because I wouldn't do anything in the house.
Yeah.
So I would clean the dishes, but
Yeah.
I would not clean them fully.
You're manipulative. That's what Sean does be at the whole time. Nothing gets clean fully. I get
It's
an old
great.
greasy spoon out of
And
the
then you
drawer.
won't ask him to do it again then.
No, I would do them up for him.
No. There you go. That is, for anyone out there who's wondering, if you want to get away with stuff,
So when I
do it
hoovered
badly,
the living room,
half-arsed it.
I should have half-arsed it.
if you would half-arsed it, Ray, Laura would then go, I'm not actually asking him to do that again.
And I
Next
would have
time.
got more time sitting in silence with Sean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which actually, now that I've heard everything from, and thank you so much, now that I've heard it all from you,
Yeah.
my conclusion as your sitting therapist right now,
Best friend podcast.
psychologist,
Yeah.
you wanted to sit with Sean more, and you were harbouring
Feelings
anger
of-
emotions
No, I wasn't.
with Laura.
No,
on the day,
I
and the
wasn't
quicker-
angry. I was really proud of her for spotting that I
Yeah.
was being unproductive.
Every time I hear you say the word proud,
I'm just googling passive.
every time I hear you say the word proud,
Yeah.
I hear you saying angry.
No, it's
So
pure pride.
you were really happy with a Sunday afternoon, which is supposed to be relaxing.
I was really happy with
For
the
two cute
Sunday
guys.
in total. It was beautiful. It was a really great Sunday.
Anytime two cute guys get together, they should be allowed to relax. I hear the anger that's in you,
There's
and,
no
and I'm
anger.
reading it, Ray.
No.
Ray, I'm reading you. You're wide open, man.
No.
And I can read it.
Laura done every other job in the house known to man, and she just gave me that little one. And I really appreciate her giving me that
So
opportunity.
you were annoyed. I hear you now. I know what it is. You were annoyed that she didn't finish off. She went 99% of the way there,
Oh, no,
and then
no,
just
no.
let you do
I'm just
the.
really happy that she included in me.
But it is okay, Ray,
Yeah.
to realise that your missus isn't the be all and end all.
No, she is.
No, they're not though. Not all of them aren't.
No, I'm not there yet. Still
There's-
in the honeymoon period.
There's intricacies within a relationship.
Look, one of these days we might find one, Mark, but
Yeah,
not at the moment.
at the end of it all, I mean, I'm just going to say this to you. At the end of it all, you then realise, will we just keep going? And you both go,
It's probably too expensive to stop.
yeah, let's just fuck it. We're not going to get that now anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm really proud of you
I
for
just
coming
wanna
out.
come back
I'm really
to-
now. I did think you attacked her too much at times there, but that's part of the process.
Can I come back?
You
to,
really went for a couple of
Can
times.
I
You know?
come back to the Nathan Carter thing?
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah, so she bought the naked calendar.
Yeah.
And then we got into the
Naked-
whole...
naked Carter.
Naked Nathan.
Yeah, naked Carter. Yeah.
So she bought that, and I decided to buy his book.
Right?
He has an autobiography
Does he?
that I purchased for €10.
At the age of 35.
At the age of whatever age, he's a young
Yeah.
man.
Is he younger than me?
My story so far.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
And his next book is called Me Story After That.
But anyway, so we decided, and so I bought it because I thought to myself,
Did
my friend Sean is now in a band with this man, and I know nothing about him. So I wanted to see what this fella was about.
Yeah.
So I bought the book, and then Laura suggested that we would read a chapter every night before we went to bed.
And were you happy with that? No, Joe.
So we started reading the chapters last night, and last night and this is going to be now a feature on the podcast from now on.
Okay.
I'm going to try and educate our listeners
On Nathan Carter.
on Nathan Carter and what I've learned about him.
This is brilliant.
Do you like that idea?
I really love that idea.
Because there's no point in the two of us reading the book. It's
No.
costly. It's €10 for the book.
So is this chapter 1?
This is the prologue.
Oh, the prologue.
The prologue, and I don't know what a prologue is, but for Nathan Carter, it's his diary
Okay.
for about 2 days in his
Dear
life.
diary.
Back in 2018.
Ah, so I say I got the cues as drummer.
And
okay.
it was so these 2 days back in 2018 is before he tipped off on a tour, which culminated in playing the 3 Arena and the SSE up in Belfast.
Yes.
So it's big stuff like. So he's away off on a UK tour.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, it's like reading Me or You.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be a very normal
He's
gentleman.
putting little PAs in the back of his Jeep, right, for the rehearsals.
He brought a Yamaha top to the SSE Arena.
When he said he was loading up the Jeep, I was like,
he
what
said-
do you mean he's loading up the Jeep?
I went down to Joe O'Neill and I got a KB rig off him and I brought it up to the 3 Arena.
And I've realised.
Sorry, mate. That's
But
what, no
also-
one else is going to get that
No,
joke,
yeah,
but
he's
it's.
a
I
huge
love
joke,
it though.
yeah.
I love it.
But he also, what else did he say? He made a big thing, and this was the shocking thing straight away, a hitch in the face straight away when you opened up the book. Went down to Sligo, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So I
down
was
to the
like,
record
great.
room.
Yeah, no, went down to EJ's Menswear.
No.
To get suited out.
Now you see.
And he even referenced Tommy and EJ's by name. He said Tommy sorted me out with loads of outfits.
Go away.
Yeah.
How much you think Eamon paid to put that in? No, I'm joking.
You'd wonder what EJ paid. But yeah, Nathan's a big fan of EJ Menswear.
Yeah.
And he also said he stopped at the 24-hour and got a sandwich and a cup of tea.
Oh, it's a beautiful 24-hour in Sligo.
But the funny thing is,
He's doing more for Sligo tourism, that fella, than anyone, Brendan.
But
Now, I must say.
I've never seen anybody mention the 24-hour in Sligo in like written literature.
Yeah.
Like if I was writing a book, it wouldn't be something I'd think of putting in the book.
Put in the 24
But
hour.
he didn't put in the 24-hour
They're
once.
doing a great job in that 24 hour.
Because at the start of the 2 days in his life of Nathan in this prologue, he went to the 24-hour to get a sandwich.
Yeah.
But then at the end, before he signed off the prologue, he went to the 24-hour again and got another sandwich and a cup of tea.
I'd love if he signed off the book. Imagine if it was like a callback.
Yeah.
2,000 pages. And it finishes with just the writing. So here I am,
Back at the 24-hour.
sitting on the Pierce Road in Sligo,
Yeah.
about to go in and get a sandwich, and you go, oh, it goes right back to the prologue.
That's what fooled me once with Michelle Keegan needed.
The
It
24
needed
hour.
her going into the 24-hour at the
Yeah.
start of the show and
Yes.
then coming out at the 24-hour at the end of the show.
Yes, it did.
With the same. Now this is where Nathan is teaching us a little bit.
Now there's a man built for Netflix. That's mad.
I can see the film grow up in 24-hour.
Well, I mean, like, I wonder, has he done that yet? Has Nathan done that yet where a crew have followed him around? Has he
don't
done Living
know.
with Kendy? No?
No, well, if ever
Which is funny, her name is Lucy Kendy.
if ever this book is made into a film,
Yeah.
that whole first little bit of the prologue,
It's going to be so...
that's going to be a real Sligo-based production, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get an extra job. I'm going to give him the role.
Yeah.
Do you want butter or mayo?
Butter mayonnaise. You want butter mayonnaise?
Butter mayonnaise or what? No, that's... It is mad that he references Sligo the whole way through. It's like this... sorry, I know you're going to keep going here now.
No, that's
There's
it.
more.
That's all he talked about.
Has it hit home with you, with Sean in there now? This man, he's a big boy.
He's a
Nathan
big
Carter.
boy.
He's a big boy.
He's
you know.
not a big boy, but he's a big boy.
Sean has outgrown you.
How
No.
do you mean?
He's left you behind in his piss and wake.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
What do you mean?
He's outgrown your...
No, we're still peers.
You brought Sean into the musical world of Sligo. And Ballina originally.
I think he
which
came
we
himself.
talked about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but you gave him his big break. And now he's outgrown and you were left in his piss and wake.
Why do you call it that?
I don't know. I just fucking came up with it there and I really like us.
Yeah.
So
what?
Are you happy to see the birds fly the nest?
I'm very happy to see, because I still get Sundays sitting with him for a limited period
For
of time.
For now. Eventually that relationship is going to be over, Ray.
Yeah.
You're going to move into a lovely new house with Laura, who we've established on this, from that story, it's not going well between the two.
No, it's going absolutely
No, it's not. And we heard the anger, Ray. We all know.
Anger.
No. We all heard the way it's going.
You've interpreted incorrectly.
Clearly not working out. You're going to be living in a flat on your own, you know, and Sean is going to be off enjoying the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Anyway, stay tuned. Next week we're going to get into Nathan Carter's first chapter where he's born.
Okay.
I believe he's a Monday's child.
He was born in the first chapter. That's
He was
mad.
born in the first chapter, yeah.
Okay.
I have a few little bits. How are we for time?
It's fine, you're all right.
You're okay for time. A few little bits there. I just wanted to ask you, and I just wrote this down last night only because I'm just fascinated.
Go on.
Every night on Chapel Street where I live.
Oh yeah, with Sean and Laura.
With Sean and Laura.
This is Sean and Laura's fucking show.
No, a motorhome parks up. We've talked about this before.
Shantytown.
No.
That's where they start, Ray. All of a sudden, then Chapel Street is full.
No.
There's a shantytown.
There's one specific motorhome that parks up in the street for a few hours every night.
Breaking Bad job.
And I want to ask you, what do you think it is?
Breaking Bad job.
Can you, in any way, it's not, I don't know, is it Breaking Bad? What about, are they doing drugs?
There could be.
Is
there a chimney in this?
No, there's no chimney in it.
Yeah, but you're hiding in plain sight,
I
Ray.
don't understand why someone in a motorhome, and it's not even an Irish Reg one, it's a Fountain motorhome.
But sure, there's no Irish Reds motorhomes. There's not even any right-hand drive motorhomes.
That's probably true,
Any
yeah.
motorhome you see, the old Fiats and everything, they're all left-hand drive.
They're all ready to go.
They all
for
have
it.
German fucking
Yeah.
regs on them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any idea what this might be?
No.
And I've never seen anyone going in or coming out of it. They pull up around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. They pull in there on Chapel Street. They find little parking space for themselves, and they wake half the neighbourhood parking.
For fear of beheading.
Has anyone else got this?
No,
situation?
genuinely, I'm like, for fear, that sounds really sketchy, Ray.
But it's just, I'd be inclined to knock at their door and see what's going on, just out of pure curiosity.
But the guard station's only on the road.
That's right, yeah. Well, what do? You say to the guards, there's a motorhome parked in the street, they're entitled to mark. Like they said to the people in Ballinrobe, you have no veto on who comes in.
Jesus Christ, we're not getting into Ballinrobe.
We're not getting into Ballinrobe.
Apache Pizza. Oh,
What about Apache Pizza?
no.
What about Apache Pizza?
I don't want to say.
Why? Is it funny? Because that qualifies.
Apache Pizza in Ballinrobe
Yeah.
gave out free pizza to the protesters.
Oh, no.
No, which they're well entitled to do.
Well,
There
they
you
are.
go.
Yeah, right.
The other side of the spectrum went mental on Twitter.
Yeah.
And they're now boycotting
Apache Pizza, yeah. Oh,
Not
this is definitely-
Ballinrobe. They're like, that's
Apache
it.
Pizza
We're done.
National, yeah.
we're
Yeah.
done now with Apache.
So you're telling me Apache Pizza, just for facts here now, give out free pizzas to the people who were stopping the asylum seekers getting into the hotel in
Yeah.
Ballinrobe.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Did you know that they stopped that now, though?
What? Oh, yeah, no, it's all sorted now. They
Yeah.
decided to take out the whole infer. It wasn't. It's not going to be lads.
It's not going to be 50 fellas. It's going to be families.
It's not going to be a
It's
stag.
going to be Ukrainian families.
It's not
Yeah,
going
it's
to
not
be-
going to be a stag.
It's not going to be a big stag.
It's going to be
of Syrians.
It's going to be a Centre Park. Families.
Could you imagine if the department of whatever, I can't talk much about this, but if the
Department of
department of
Ireland.
whatever of Ireland, Department of Government said, actually, if booked them in as stags, and everybody like Carrick and Shannon be inundated, and
Fucking
they'd
hell.
be delighted. Oh, it's great.
I'll tell you what, there's more dangerous fellas in Carrick on a Saturday night. That's for sure.
There absolutely is.
You know?
Yeah.
Not just Carrick, by the way. I just mean those stag towns.
Good to know about Apache.
No.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
not
good
going
to
to
know.
use Apache again?
I might
couldn't
be
give a
as
shit.
inclined now to go to
Like I
Apache.
said, I'm always sitting in the middle of all this.
Apache should be giving pizzas to everybody.
Yeah, the Apache now. Actually, if I was Apache, I would hand out pizzas to. We need our
It's
pizza
not
now.
like the Native Americans to take sides.
What?
Apache pizza.
Is that what?
They're not originally Native Americans.
Are they?
Well, you can't call yourself Apache pizza if you're
We're
not.
the Native Americans.
We're the not-
I don't even think you're allowed to call them Native Americans anymore. There's another
Americans.
Word for them. Yeah.
The original ones.
Isn't there a word for them, Brendan? Just before we go on, there is actually another word for
Indigenous.
Native Americans. Aren't they?
They're indigenous Americans.
No, apparently, yeah, but that's the problem with the world nowadays. Is like it gets moved on and on and on. Like,
Although it makes sense. Wait a minute. Let's drill into this for a minute now.
now we're going to get to the bottom
Let's
of
get
it.
to the-
If added to I know, me and Ray won't see anything insensitive here at all.
No, but imagine, take for a minute. If Apache Pizza are in fact actually originally owned by the Native Americans, the indigenous Americans, they would be people that would have a serious problem with new people coming in and taking their land.
No.
So do you think maybe the Apache Pizza in Ballinrobe actually started acting like Apaches going, no, we'll not have anyone coming in here?
No. I don't know if that's insensitive content or not, but it's out there. And I will say, Ray, you could be on something. I know that the other rhetoric that was going around on Twitter X was that, isn't it funny that they were taking pizza from people, foreign nationals working...
Yeah, but it's the native...
While giving out about foreign nationals coming in.
It's the Native American CEOs that run Apache Pizza was instructing their foreign nationals to hand out pizzas to those who were stopping the influx of settlers that were coming into Ballinrobe.
My point always is, for those 300 people that are shouting the loudest on Twitter, I think your man, when he has 12 pints of Guinness at the weekend, is still going to go into Apache Pizza and get a curry chip and a fucking and a pepperoni. I don't think it matters a blind bit.
I'll be telling Laura we're steering clear.
You're steering clear. Yeah. Well, I'm going to Apache just so we can get a bit of. Let's get an argument going there online. I'm actually only going to eat Apache from now on, Ray.
Well, the size of you.
I just.
They do actually have the nicest chips.
Oh, you're disgusting, Ray.
I'm not.
With what they've done.
They do have nice chips.
Is it? But the point I'm trying to make is that's the argument.
Not as nice as Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and wonderful food items.
I'm exaggerating this in terms of in a satirical way by going mad at you there because none of it matters. None of it matters.
I'm speaking in a satirical way as well, in case anyone was wondering.
No, Ray was dead serious.
Merely trying to make light of a situation that we shouldn't be making light of, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard someone say online, your man's not even from Ballinrobe. She's
not even from the town.
She was a Donegal woman. I thought that was the best of all of them. Your one's not even from Ballinrobe and she's giving out. Like, she's from Donegal.
If I remember Ballinrobe correctly, what they need to do is sort out the whole one-way system that's going on in that town. That'd be more in their line to be doing protests about that.
That's disgusting.
We have to do... disgrace.
That is a disgrace, Ray. That you're
coming they say in the civil service, that's a disgrace.
That's a disgrace, Ray. I'm sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
What do you mean they didn't give you the half day for the funeral? That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. Don't put the hours back in your clock. That's a disgrace.
It's always, when you take it into perspective.
What do you mean they're asking you to do that work? That's a disgrace.
The world is always bad through your own eyes, right?
It is. Now, we have some shout outs.
Yeah, go on.
And we never got to the bottom of the motorhome, so I'd like you to think about that.
Oh, shit, yeah. We'll leave that up to the people. I'd be worried about even putting that out now. It's either drugs or something.
Right. I mispronounced a person last week. I did a shout out for Killer's Hamel.
You misgendered someone.
I misgendered
How dare
someone.
Did you check their pronouns before you
I didn't check. I said, fair play to she, herself, Killer's Hamel, which was their Instagram name. And I immediately assumed it was a she because in the photo, the she out of the two that was in the photo was to the forefront.
Yes.
And there was a gentleman.
In the foreground.
Yeah, there was a gentleman in the background.
Yes.
Hanging on for dear life.
It was like a bad Tinder profile.
I thought clearly that's not, and especially when there was a baby involved getting held to a phone, I immediately, stereotypically assumed that was the mother.
You are assuming gender pronouns and gender roles.
I messed it up.
Did you know that I'm a stay-at-home Kendy, Ray?
Yes.
Sometimes fathers do look after their babies.
Yeah, that's
just because ours didn't.
They were out working.
So Ray, I mean, if you want to cancel anyone, I would be cancelling Ray.
Anyway, what did she? Raybo, you bollocks, yeah. Just listen to the podcast there. I'm a he, not a she. I can't let herself listen to this episode now because I'll never hear the end of it. No. I'll accept a verbal apology on the next episode.
Well, there you go.
I am sorry.
Sorry for misgendering you.
Killer's Hamel, you want to change your profile picture because it looks to me like you're a lady.
No, you could change your pronouns and all that and use whatever toilet you want. Yeah. Killer's Hamel.
I also have to give a shout out to Jonathan, it looks like Pengy McGrath.
Right. And what are Jonathan's pronouns?
Jonathan is a gentleman, I believe.
Right. That's a gentleman.
And Jonathan just sent us one very simple message. He said, is this legit, lads?
What does that mean?
I didn't know. I said, is what legit? I asked him back. And then he sent me a screenshot of what you get when you're on the Patreon. You know when you log up for our lovely Patreon service, we send you a little message going, fair play to you for giving us the few pound.
Yeah.
Come here, tell us your address and your t-shirt size.
Yeah, that's our two women. Yeah, our Nicola's doing that, by the way.
Doing that. She's in the admin office. She's in the office. She's more in the office.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she emailed you. There's actually loads of you out there that haven't emailed back.
Yeah.
So check your emails if you're part of the Patreon.
Things. You get t-shirts.
You get a t-shirt and yeah.
But he seemingly thought this was someone trying to hack him.
But it came from the Kendy Raybo podcast.
It does.
Email.
But he said, but I asked him then quite quickly. I said, "How in the name of God, by having your address and your t-shirt size, we're going to steal all your money?"
Yeah. There's no link in the email.
I said, we can't hack you.
No. It is legit for anyone who's
replying to the email with your address and your. But those two.
We didn't ask you to click into any link or anything. We just said. Look,
Send
the
us
size
back.
of you.
Yeah,
Send us the size of you.
And where would we find the size?
Yeah, where might we find it? Well, actually, maybe you don't want to send your address to someone, but that is legit. That's from our team here.
Yeah, well, you don't have to give us your address. You can give us a friend's address and we'll send it to them.
You can give us whatever you want. You can come and collect it here at the house if you want. I just won't give you my address. You can collect it from Ray's house.
Anyway.
Anyone out there, you have an email from us probably. So or if you've got it already, obviously, thank you so much.
Yeah. Anyway, he said he deserves a shout out for making such a mistake.
What's his name?
His name is Jonathan Pengy.
Sorry,
McGrath.
what's them's name? We can't assume
Jonathan.
anything. Jonathan, okay.
Yeah, and then he also asked to give the good lady Marshall a shout out too. Marshall.
Marshall is
Marchelle.
Are you sure it's not Marshall?
No, I hope to God he didn't spell it wrong, but Marshall anyway. Marshall.
Marshall is a beautiful name, by
It
the
is a
way.
beautiful. I've never seen that name before.
Yeah.
She's currently pregnant with my first.
With okay.
With his first.
So, yeah, I just said Ray's first.
You looked at me funny there, and I went, "Oh no!"
I was like, "Woo, Ray, fair
yeah,
play to you." What a beautiful name
And he
for this
also
Marshall.
said, "Yeah," and he said, "Marshall is absolutely tremendous."
And
crack
congratulations on the
throughout
baby. It's the best thing you'll ever do, Jonathan boy. Honest to God, you won't know yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
What else have you, Ray? Before we hit the diff, go on.
Oh, hold on now. That's me 2 shout outs.
Yeah.
That's about the height of it.
Is that the whole crack? Is this?
What was I doing for the weekend? Feck all.
Fuck it, man. Just living your best life. Is
I
all.
was living my best life. Like I said, I was sitting with Sean and then I wasn't.
Yeah, and sorry, just before we do go, I do want to say sorry for everyone. I know Ray got very, very animated when he was talking about his relationship problems.
No,
I'm
I
really
didn't.
sorry about that.
I didn't.
If it brought up anything, everyone has their problems in their relationship.
What are you? You know she's downstairs.
I know, no, and you will get through it, Ray. Don't worry.
But no, I'm
With
not
our
getting
help.
through it. Everything is fine.
Of course it is, Ray. These are just little
I
quarrels.
think if anything, you're the one with the issue.
No, I know. You lash out when you're going through
called
stuff
deflection.
like this. It is deflection, Ray. And I know you lash out, but I'm here to be lashed out upon, Ray.
Okay.
And that's exactly why I'm here for you as well.
Right.
If you're having problems with that relation, it's okay to tell us all about it. Okay?
Can we advertise
So
the live
sorry
show?
for anybody out there if that struck home with you, content like that.
We'll probably
I'm
get a lot of
really
people
sorry.
now telling us similar stories.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it happens in relationship, you guys. All we want you to know is that is part and parcel to being in a relationship. I know Ray got really vulgar and violent with it. But
Can we talk
that's-
about the live show?
Let's talk about the live show. It's on the
22nd.
22nd of February
Yes.
in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre, and it is part of So Funny Sligo, which is Sligo's very own comedy festival.
Tis indeed.
There is gigs from the 18th all the way through to the 24th. You can
Yeah.
find out all the information you need at sofunnysligo.com if you want tickets to our gig, which is exactly what you want.
And we nearly have the special guest sorted.
We do almost have and a very good special
Very,
guest, by the
very
way.
good. This is where we've outdone ourselves this time.
Absolutely.
We have.
Even though they all have lovely bottoms, this fella has a
This
particular
fella-
lovely bottom.
This fella has one of the nicest bottoms.
One of the nicest bottoms of all the
we've seen in the industry.
Woo! I'll
and,
tell you that.
And we can't, but I know this is shameless advertising, but we must also mention Maeve's beautiful cozy front lounge,
Oh my God, Ray.
which at the moment is still it's lighting the trail of marvellousness through Sligo.
Yeah.
So should you wish to have a cozy pint
Yeah, have you
in
been
the
in?
front lounge,
Have you been in there on a Wednesday?
is it nice?
Oh my God, this guy singing. He has the voice of an angel and the arse of an 18-year-old girl.
Right.
He is.
That's
oh my
quite
God.
a combination.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and come
Honestly.
here. Can you see the arse while he's performing?
If you ask very nicely,
He'll turn around.
He may turn around and pick something up.
Oh, lovely. When he
My
drops
God,
capos.
this guy
and
is woo. He's got everything, Ray.
lovely, and I'm delighted for you.
And he just sings with just.
Such-
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting hot and bothered even thinking about it.
Thinking about yourself.
Live music in Maeve 7 nights a week, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Big fair play to Brendan for flicking the keys clean off himself.
He is.
We'll see you all again next week, Ray. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and wonderful food items, and Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge.